For a short period, you might get your belly full if you're feeding off of looking for what material things Imam Muhammad left behind, or what material things he left that maybe you can get into a business and study what he left, and then maybe you may grow from that. What we have to look at Imam Muhammad is as a spirit, and I see the symbol for spirit is not flesh and bone. It's not materialism. It's light.
That's right.
And I see Imam Muhammad as a light. When he left this earth, I saw a bright light go up. And that bright light went up like you see those images of like a nuclear bomb or something. It spreads and it shoots a light out and it spreads. It looks like 360 degrees and illuminates the entire horizon. I look at it that way. And then it leaves little lights. After the fallout goes away, you see little sprinkles of light reflecting everywhere. And I've seen images in Hollywood and movies where they talk about the angels as being pure light because they're from Allah. They have no other power but to serve Allah. So if we look at Imam Muhammad in that light, then you begin to see what many of us have seen. You begin to see outside of our walls and outside of the doors of the Nation of Islam and outside of the leadership, the imams and the local interests and the community interests and the black-mindedness and all of that. You get to see him as a global leader. You get to see him in the family of humanity as being a bright star in the heavens of human beings throughout the history of human life. And you see his effect on the world. And you can hear Imam Muhammad's language. I sat down in the doctor's office with my children the other day. A woman sat down next to me, and I always love it when somebody don't know I'm Imam Muhammad's son or I'm a Muslim or anything. I love it sitting down talking to a person just one-on-one. Because there's no, we're just two human beings that identify, African-American, she was African-American woman, with each other. We connect spiritually because Allah connected us. And so we talk, and I hear more of Imam Muhammad's language coming from this woman that I assume has never met him than I hear from Muslims that I rub shoulders with daily, on a daily basis. I turn on the television. I turn on the news. His language is being used in avenues of education and his influence and his spirit. Those of us that loved him and stayed with him over the past 30 years, his spirit is everywhere, literally everywhere. And it brings me solace and peace, and it strengthens my faith into knowing that Imam Muhammad, we don't have to worry and get stressed out thinking, well, how can we help Imam? Imam is gone too soon. No, Allah did his work. Allah established the work of Imam W.D. Muhammad, or his plan through Imam W.D. Muhammad. And the world is truly a better world and a better place to live in after his passing, since he's been here. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. So this, CPC, they change the names of things all the time. Your enemies, they're clever, especially if they get more money than you. They can take your beautiful name and turn it into a curse word overnight. They can. Just turn it into a curse word, and that's what it becomes. People that don't know you, especially if they put a veil where the people can't see you, then actually you're not giving yourself to the people, your enemy's giving yourself to the people. So, because of the modern times of change, when I hear the need for us to have material representation in our communities that we don't have, we lack in, you go into a grocery store, how many products up there are from some big wealthy black person that owns or has big ownership in the production of products that we need, or leadership in all different avenues. Most of our communities, as we know, are not only owned by other people, but ran by other people. So there's a strong need for that. But the time and the climate is not for black nationalism. My father said over 30 years ago, he said the black flag, they used to have a roach killer black flag. He said don't even kill roaches no more. so ain't no need in raising the black flag. And he gave us that warning. And us wise and following that warning got us in the White House, where we're welcomed in many leadership of many countries and governments around the world. And a lot of these imams are witnesses. I just saw a picture of one of the students of Imam Muhammad, an imam from this community with the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden. It was just in I think last week's Muslim Journal. Yeah, last week's Muslim Journal. So that didn't happen because of something that the wind blew in. That happened because of our leader had the foresight and to put the